No one can relax.
Players as well.
Well, Manchester City are Champions League favourites, but they know only two.
To be effective, holding midfield players Stepanenko and Maicon will need to get the better of City's playmaking. Back four to a back three with Stones tucking in from that right-hand side and Mendy pushing forward.
Club. Manchester City get us underway. It's Kevin De Bruyne. A welcome sight for Man. Moving forward quickly already. Here's Raheem Sterling, who had an excellent night for England. From David Silva, here's Mendy, quick to get well forward. Silva with the improvisation, and it needed saving as well. I think it was Piatov who got his gloves to that.
Well, it looked as though he did, but it looks as though the referee has given a goal kick. Great.
Jesus just a bit behind De Bruyne and Sergei Krivtsov.
Coach, the head coach of Shakhtar Donetsk.
Could be busy this evening. Little touch from Riyad Mahrez into De Bruyne, rolling it in. Being held up by Ismaili. It was good play forward by Wellington Nem, and it's being chased by Taras Stepanenko, who was a little over-enthusiastic in the eyes of the
very first minute of that game. Tackled by Vincent Kompany.
In by De Bruyne. And I think Piatov there, maybe slightly De Bruyne was looking for Mendy on the far side. Silva again in towards Raheem Sterling. And already the Shakhtar are having to dig in at the back as Silva goes to swing his leg, and the flag has gone up.
And there's two things that could have happened there.
Jesus away from Stepanenko. All hands on deck here for the home team. It's in by Riyad Mahrez. Space here though now for David Silva and for Gabriel Jesus. First really good chance of the game, blocked by Andriy Piatov. Stones up against Ismaili. De Bruyne curling that one in, and the stretch from Gabriel Jesus, and again the whistle blows. Arguably their two best players for this match. It makes a big difference for them. Ismaili battling away with John Stones, and it will be a goal kick. Running at Matvienko and going past him very, very easily, Gabriel Jesus. And again Rakitsky was there. From Riyad Mahrez in giving the ball away. Junior Moraes sliding it through Stepanenko, and it's dug out and away by Nicolas Otamendi.
Player.
Right across the edge of the 6-yard box and not really away. Blasted in towards the goal by Maicon. And now Manchester City have the alarm bells will be ringing here for Shakhtar Donetsk. It's collected by Riyad Mahrez. Mahrez for Manchester City puts it wide.
Chance.
Yeah. Mendy hustling, bustling, sends it through. It's Mahrez again, and it's blocked. Superb block there by Yaroslav Rakitsky. Stones looks to have that covered. Shakhtar Donetsk. Here's his latest effort. That's a better one in towards the near post. And just
he's spare on the edge of the box. This time he has to try and head it back into it.
Mazy, tricky run, almost took on half of the Shakhtar Donetsk team as Gabriel Jesus.
He tries to take another touch, and again, and then he runs into Fernand.
Anywhere to go there. Mahrez, dangerous looking delivery into David Silva, and it bounces away, and then it's shacked wide of the goal, well wide of the goal by Gabriel Jesus. The layoff this time in towards Raheem Sterling, who tried to play.
Have been critical of him at times. There he doesn't get assistance to put his flag down as it came off a...
And it's headed away, Mendy. It's a very tight line there inside the penalty area. And David Silva will not be denied this time. Manchester City ahead in Ukraine. And moments after hitting the foot of the post, David Silva hits the back of the net. He scored the winner in Hoffenheim in the last game, and now he's put his team ahead. After the flea in his ear from his manager as Kovalenko tussles for it. Just helps it on. Mendy's got Sterling ahead of him. Gabriel Jesus heading towards the far post.
His own penalty box. Getting a good pass out to De Bruyne.
Looking for his first goal for Manchester City. De Bruyne with this corner, and the deflection into the back of the net, and Aymeric Laporte got the final touch. It's 2-0 and no more than Manchester City deserve.
You have to say, whatever system that Shakhtar Donetsk are using to mark at corners, it did.
To Manchester City in the knockout stages, but Raheem Sterling dispossessed Ismaili into Kovalenko. Stones is with him, support from Ismaili, but up on the edge of the penalty area. Wellington Nem with a chance.
And from Man City.
Rakitsky again. Oh,
there's the zonal marking. Fernandinho's beaten in the air.
Fernando. Blocked by Fernandinho. Brings it under control well. Little exchange with Fernando. Conceded. Will they pay for it here? Gabriel Jesus away from Rakitsky. He's got support if he needs it.
Back onto his left foot, then getting it onto his right. Tries to bend it in between.
Up. Mendy with the ball in. Rakitsky. To Fernandinho. Gives it away. Kovalenko. Fernando.
Stones had to go in, then gets back out really well here. That's a good block.
Wandering up to the left-hand edge of the penalty area.
Yep. That's what the referee saw, that's what he gave.
Losing out, now it's Gabriel Jesus. Could be a chance here for David Silva.
Into Jesus, who's actually looking for Sterling. I think he should just hit chance of scoring there, David Silva.
Manchester City dominating the early portion of the second half here. That was Riyad Mahrez.
You talked about him scoring at the weekend against Burnley.
Nicely done. Fernando and Stepanenko. Ismaili drills it in.
Into the path of Wellington.
And now Taras Stepanenko. And Ismaili just showed a little too much of the ball. Manchester City look to break. And it's with Raheem Sterling. Controlled.
In the ball. That touch doesn't.
Jaroslav Rakitsky with the ball in. Otamendi and Laporte can buy him. What can he create here at the other end? So much for the officials to keep their eye on, and it just bounced. Another goal for Manchester City, and they might be out of contention in this game. It's Riyad Mahrez teeing it up, and it stays at 2-0.
Frustration for Mahrez.
Yeah, look at the space here now for Gabriel Jesus. Sterling in the centre, David Silva in support. It goes straight to Manchester City, and the ball played back to Mahrez. Little exchange, Gabriel Jesus.
Not a good strike from Jesus. Good.
Ball whipped into the centre by...
left foot this time, Matvienko, and it's a good delivery.
Side domestically, and have scored 2 goals in each of the first 2 games in the Champions League. We haven't seen any substitute. Continues his run. Stepanenko just outside the Sikitsky, and again Otamendi, the man who gets the ball, and the shot.
Rakitsky playing further forward.
Sing off Patrick, collected here by Wellington Nem. Stepanenko away to Ismaili. Bernardo Silva striding purposefully forward here. Oh, what an incredible introduction to the game for Bernardo Silva. He'd only been on the pitch for a few seconds. It's Manchester City 3-0 up now in Ukraine. What an introduction to the match from Bernardo Silva. With Riyad Mahrez. And Mahrez.
Jesus was fouled in midfield.
Easily cut out by Benjamin Mendy. Fernandinho sends it forward, just a little too far. Powerful, swift, really missing Tyson, who's injured. Now here's Sergei Bolbat in, and Otamendi was waiting.
They're keeping the faith.
Into Sergei Bolbat, and Maicon was waiting. Against Hoffenheim in a 2-2 draw. They sent him out on loan elsewhere in Ukraine last season. Ball back with the ball across!
Into a really good area. You can see Laporte was just playing.
He's got some support. Sterling's still going here. Looks for an opening. And
he got his shot away now. He takes another touch. By that time,
attacking midfield player from Brazil. As Manchester City push forward again, it's easier for ball in, and Junior Moraes did well there to collect possession. Good play by Moraes, Junior Moraes at the other end of the pitch.
Plays the ball, gets it back. Only one thing on his mind, and that was to try.
Donetsk are going to lose to English opposition at home for the first time tonight, as Raheem Sterling sends it towards the goal, and it just skids off the top of the crossbar.
Another missed.
Try and find a way through. And Patrick into Ismaili, attempts to get the shot away, and Matvienko in. Coutinho going for it, and
just his feet quite well, and there you
pitch now. And Shakhtar with the last throw of the dice, looking to get something, and Junior Moraes running at the Argentine defender. Rakitsky whips it in, Edison leads it, and Junior Moraes had a shooting chance.